Welcome everyone. It's Friday. I always like to use Fridays as an opportunity to set us up for the weekend. So I thought today's practice would focus on a couple flavors of mindfulness that I think are really useful. Quick reminder here, what we're doing is we're growing our brain tree, as it were. So this idea of self-directed brain plasticity is quite straightforward. So we intentionally practice things that activate certain parts of our nervous system. And the more we do that, the more it predisposes and primes our nervous system to be able to do those things more easily. So attention and awareness and the relationship between the two is a pretty key skill for us to cultivate. So quick reminder, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a state of active awareness, right? So it doesn't just happen to us. We're actually actively engaging in paying attention to our awareness or where our attention is in the present moment. So we're not going back in memory, the past. We're not worrying about the future. We're actually just staying right here, right now, and noticing without judgment what is actually happening. And so there's lots of tricks that we can use to do that. And obviously the benefit of that is just think of any conversation you've been in, you know, where you've been distracted or you've been thinking about something else and you're not really present. You're not really paying attention to what the other person is saying. It doesn't lead to, you know, a good connection, or just paying attention to what's going on in your body. You know, there's so many situations where this ability to be mindful is really key. And so here are the two flavors that I want to talk about. This first one is the image is a lantern. So I want you to imagine that you know, as you walk around with the lantern, there is this sort of diffuse light. We can kind of see a lot of things, but nothing really specifically, in contrast to having a flashlight and shining it on something very specific, which I would call focused attention. And so our ability to modulate back and forth between those two types of attention is, again, a kind of superpower. I use that term a lot, right? So I'm trying to focus on cultivating these innate capacities that we have. And so being able to switch back and forth between an awareness of right now I'm focusing my attention on one thing, probably at the exclusion of other things. And then at other times, it's more like I'm going through life holding a lantern where I'm kind of paying attention to everything at the same time and not necessarily focusing on just one thing. So it's sort of again, two flavors of attention, but very different applications.